Hello, world. If you haven't heard about Anchor, Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Allow me to explain. First, it's free. Second, there's a creation tool that allows you to create and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast as well with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in just one single place. So all you got to do, guys, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm just to get started. Enjoy. Hello, world. I am your host, Ivy, Goddess of Love. And today's episode, I am excited. I'm elated. I'm so happy to bring you guys more wonderful, intentional, good news and vibrations. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking about epigenetics. I'm going to explain what is epigenetics and who is the brilliant scientist, biologist actually, who introduced the theory of epigenetics to the world. I spend many times of my day to study this great information to bring to you so that we can enjoy the benefits of knowing positive ways to change our circumstances. Now, epigenetics was introduced by Bruce Lipton. His education background is University of Virginia. He's an American biologist, best known for promoting and introducing this theory that gene expression can be influenced by your environment. Epigenetics. Science believe, because they still do, that 70% of our thoughts are negative. So changing our thoughts with positive thoughts, with intentional thoughts, is proven to be able to manipulate your genes and alter your DNA. Now, let's push back a little bit and talk about something that we all know is that's fact. Studies have shown and has introduced another theory, which is called the placebo effect. Now, the placebo effect is pretty much, it's cases of people who goes into or enters the emergency room within a hospital, feeling sick, not feeling well. And by being in the environment of the hospital and being around the doctor with the white coat, the good old doctor, the environment in conjunction with the hospital, giving them a pill, and that they are told that this pill is going to make them feel better, that they're going to feel better than how they came. So the doctor says, this is going to make you feel better, and hands the patient the pill. And upon taking the pill, the patient feels better. Where within this study, all the while, the pill that was given to them, or given to the patient at the time, was only a sugar pill. And this instance has happened where they would even give you a shot, and it's a saline shot. And this has the sugar pill has no nutritional properties or value. However, the thought and the belief surrounding with the environment was the actual medicine. So you see, my friends, your thoughts, as shown in those studies of the placebo effect, your thoughts in conjunction to the environment can heal you of most illnesses. Now, we know, we've discussed, your behavior, your environment, your attitude is the key component of a happier, healthier you. Or a happier, healthier life. So let's get into the notion of the placebo effects and how genes control, how late science had us believe that we have no control of our genes. We're born from our mother and father, and those genes are passed down from those generations, which leaves us as victim, not able to control our genes, where in fact our genes are controlling us. But with epigenetics and Bruce Lipton's hard work through research upon research dating back to the 1990, epigenetics was introduced, but it contradicted everything that the hospitals and the doctors and the pharmaceuticals are telling everyone, because we have to take a step aside and realize that knowing that your behavior, your mentality, and your thought process and your environment can change and make you feel better, can heal you on its own, then that leaves you not really needing that much pharmaceuticals. So that is why, my friends, it's imperative that we take control of our health and we educate ourselves when we have time, because it is dire to help yourself and understand when you need to change your environment to make it positive and conducive to your well-being. Now, let's break down epi. The word epi means above, control above the gene. Control the environment or perception of the environment changes your epigenetic genes. So you go from being victim to being a master. And the study with Bruce Lipton was very interesting, because having the idea that genes that make the physical, because the body is a robot, it's a robot, and the ones that know how it will behave or respond it's changeable, and those changes can change the reading of your DNA. Now, it will change how it expresses itself and how it reacts, how you live, where you live, all of that. You change that and alter that in a positive way can alter your genes and alter your illnesses based on the belief. Now, going back to the placebo, when they did the studies, they actually studied the brain and the electro frequency that is in the brain, and it's the same. The belief has the same attitude as the cure. It is the cure, is the belief. Now, when we understand, let's bring up cancer. It's sensitive because there's a lot of individuals who battled, who won the battle and lost the battle due to cancer. And have you known that cancer, the studies that they did with cancer, is that they showed that a lot of the behaviors of the individuals who were diagnosed with cancer was not in a place of happiness, of joy. They were sad, mad, or stressed, because it's not one gene that causes cancer. It's a multiple of genes that cause cancer. It's 12 genes that causes cancer. And that is not by chance. Because if you understand a human diagram, your core, under stress, your core tightens up. And the energy that would have been flowing through your core, and that's your midsection area, goes through your arms and your legs, helping your body to be in a fleet or flight motion. So constantly being in a fleet or flight and not allowing the energy to flow freely as it's supposed to leads to certain blockages within you. And our genes is like a blueprint. It is a blueprint. It is a blueprint. And it doesn't know what it does. Because when you see like a contractor, when they have a blueprint, the contractor is in control of the blueprint. It's not the blueprint that's in control of the contractor. So when we learn to control the blueprint, we control our lives. Now, the reflection is, if you change your environment and change the perception, changes the belief, and forms a positive habit. So doing that will change your genetics, which is now formally known as epigenetics. And the ability is change your consciousness, because you are the manufacturer. And as the manufacturer, your consciousness has the equivalency of any other drug. So the adjustment of your consciousness gives you the opportunity to change your genes, or the gene that causes cancer. It's associated with it because there's a stimulus, as I was saying before, that within the studies of all survivors and victims of cancer, demonstrated stress, anger, happy, not releasing. So stress is a chemical, and stress actually causes 90% of doctor visits. Because, let's get more scientific, the cortisol blood in the vessel shuts down and pushes the blood to the arms, as stated, and the legs, and squeeze the blood vessels into the arms and the legs for your protection. And stress hormones shuts off your immune system. So how much energy do you want to divide? So your body is under the stress, whatever, if it's the bills, or if it's not having daycare, or because a lot of us, 90% of us, deal with day-to-day stress, and understanding how to live and cope with stress will help you live a longer life. Not holding the stress in so that it doesn't shut down your immune system, and your body doesn't have to divide that energy that you need to heal. It's essential. Because that negative energy inhibits the immune system to do what it do. It results in hormones. So you have to replace those blood cells daily that you lose during stress. And that is all related to your lifestyle. So if you change your lifestyle, you change the behavior, you will change your life. And to me, this is awe-inspiring. It is worth trying out. It is worth testing. It is worth taking control of my genetics, of your genetics, to better our lives so that we can live longer and stronger for our generation. And this, my friend, is imperative to our overall well-being. And that is why being part of the Living Intentional Thoughts Daily family, in conjunction to getting these messages outside of Living Intentional Thoughts Daily. Because, my friends, I bring this to you, and it's up to you to research all these information yourself so that we can learn and grow together. So let's work together in changing our epigenetics through intentional, positive thoughts and behavioral patterns that nourishes our body and nourishes our mind. So, I'm your host, Ivy. God is so love. And I hope to see you next time.